The World Affairs Council is doing incredibly important work in ensuring that the average San Antonian has access to the importance and education and training in international diplomacy, and understanding that our world today is more connected than ever, and that it's incredibly important for us in our future to build bridges with other communities around the world.
What attracted me to the World Affairs Council was wanting a bigger view than I was getting from reading just the daily newspapers and the nightly TV shows, and be hopefully experts, but if not experts, well informed on what is happening in the different areas, countries, and continents of the world.
In 1982, there was the military community here who passed through San Antonio and brought internationalism to the city, but there was no forum for the discussion of international relations. There were other people in San Antonio who saw the city as the largest metropolitan area without a World Affairs Council, and they did something about it.
It was founded by a number of local luminaries, business people. They started the job of bringing the world to San Antonio and San Antonio to the world.
I look back on the history of this organization with enormous pride. We're so thankful that in this year we can look back and thank all of these founders.
The more that we can talk about and educate people on what's going on in the world, the better off we're going to be.
I think an understanding of the rest of the world is critical to becoming a better citizen of this country. And I think if we expose people to what is happening in the rest of the world, they will learn to value this country more.
I believe that our members appreciate the opportunity to engage with people, again, that they might not otherwise engage in, and to talk about some of these topics that there simply aren't a lot of venues to talk about them in.
It brings the world affairs mindset to the people in the community. I've had the opportunity to visit various countries, but many folks haven't. By having this organization here, you bring that aperture open so people can understand what is San Antonio's interest in world affairs.
And even right up the road in Austin, you wouldn't get the same conversation and you wouldn't get the same implications as when we have these conversations here in San Antonio, Texas.
The most rewarding aspect of being a member of the World Affairs Council and serving on its board is being with other people and building relationships with people that are also interested in similar things.
People should join the World Affairs Council, first of all, because it's a lot of fun. You meet really fascinating people who have a lot of a variety of interests.
Attending all your different events, I personally like to talk to different folks to find out their roles and responsibilities and see what I can learn from them.
For me, the thing that I enjoy the most at the World Affairs Council is our diplomat salons.
It gives you the opportunity to be in a room with somebody very distinguished, very interesting, and actually ask questions and get feedback, and you're in a much smaller setting.
The Young Professionals program invites people to come together and to learn these different viewpoints, to engage, to broaden their horizons. And broadening the horizons of anyone in this very globalized world is absolutely vital to being able to engage with it, to understand all the different kinds of people and thoughts and cultures that we're going to come in contact with.
I think it's very important that our young students begin to discern what real knowledge is, what real information is, and get it directly from the very fine people we bring to this community on a regular basis.
These are really important events for our youth to be able to attend because it gives them just first-line access to some of these newsmakers versus having a more diluted sense of what's going on in the world. They get to hear it firsthand and draw their own conclusions.
We want an educated community. We want a community that is discerning. We want a community that has an international perspective and focus.
It's not hard to have a peek as to what's going on, and the World Affairs Council here through these programs, we help them hear firsthand what's behind some of this activity.
A World Affairs Council has an important role to play in introducing, if you will, the citizens of San Antonio to the world around us, to the world in which we are a player.
Global experience is part of global education. And so the World Affairs Council helps facilitate opportunities for educating everyone in our community.
The work of the World Affairs Council very much demonstrates that, and I wanted to be a part of it.